So, anyone who's watched Panodrama, the uncut documentary from Tommy Robinson, exposing John Sweeney, exposing his homophobia, his racism, his sheer disregard for, people's rights and working class people that are just cannibals, etc. People won't forget these words idly. And if it was anyone else, it would be a huge scandal, the things he said, because they are completely unacceptable. And yet the BBC, which holds everyone to those standards, doesn't hold John Sweeney to those standards. He's just allowed to get away with it, is he? So they keep him on. He's not been fired yet. And now Tommy's been removed from Facebook and Instagram, and they're quite happy to get rid of us and get rid of the people that are spreading the message because too many people are waking up, aren't they? They can see on the Panorama Facebook page that nobody likes Panorama anymore. Nobody in the comments gives a shit about Panorama. They've been exposed. You've lost the people, BBC. You've lost the people. You're not going to get them back. Ever. So you have to shut off the speech, don't you? You have to shut off the comment sections entirely and get rid of them because you'll never get the people back. And all you'll get is people challenging you. And so you have to shut off the comments. That's what's going to happen. This is how it happens. This is the organic process of how it happens and how we lose our speech. We fall out with the establishment because they lie so incessantly. And then because we fell out with them, we're not allowed to talk to each other. How fair. That's freedom. I love it. Now we're being told that the referendum, the result will have to be set back till 2021. We don't have democracy. There is no democracy. This is not democracy. You said Brexit means Brexit, Theresa May, and you said you would go along with that. You would follow the wishes, the results of the referendum, and that is what I was banking on and hoping for. A proof that there is actually a democracy, because now I know there isn't. There's no point in betting for anything that the government do. There's no point in supporting their, World Trade Organization, whatever. It's the government that's going to do it, and they're going to run it into the ground no matter what they do. I don't trust the Tory government. I don't trust any of them. And that means Boris, that means Gove, that means Mogg. They are scum. But that doesn't let Corbyn off the hook. Now Corbyn's just saying, we should have a second referendum. Of course, now that there's going to be a delay, now that everything's all pressured to the last minute, etc., now we need a second referendum. Yeah, now it's a people's vote funded by George Soros and the elites that fund the Labour Party in general, supported by people like Gary Lineker, etc., who hate the working class people, and Owen Jones, who resent working class chavs, which he once wrote a book about. Now imagine if he wrote one today, it'd be about how much he hates them. So, I want to make it clear, I'm not left-wing, I'm not right-wing. I'm just common sense. I'm just trying to find my way between these ridiculous division, this ridiculous polarity that's been artificially inserted into our society and our civilization. I'm trying to find a way logically through it and find some sort of commonality with everyone else. And one of those commonalities is the fact that we both don't like being censored. Yes, we seem to like censoring each other, but we don't like being censored. So why don't we find that in common with each other? Why don't we find that we don't like what the politicians are doing, no matter what, whether we believe in Brexit, whether we believe in Leave, whether we believe there's a cabal taking the country and taking the world down in a new world order, or whether we believe it's a new right-wing resurgence of populism from Brexit and from Trump. It's going down. It doesn't matter what you believe, the world is deteriorating. That's depressing to realise. And we don't have democracy, and that's depressing to realise. We've got the Migrant Pact coalescing with the Lisbon Treaty when it activates fully in 2020, and we've been boxed in from all sides and we won't be able to say anything about immigration policy. It's over. We've already lost the country completely, and that means we've lost civilization. And I'm not fine with that, but when the people all realise that's what's happened, and they are gradually getting there as they realise the media is lying from the Panodrama, and even the Panorama, the Facebook page, not one comment in support of Panorama. Every comment, every story that's nothing to do with Tommy, people are just like talking about John Sweeney, they're just talking about the wastage, they're just talking about how the BBC lies. They've been destroyed. They've already been destroyed. The damage is done. They've been taken out. And this egregious, unfair removal of Tommy from Instagram and Facebook is their retaliation. Because it's a war, make no mistake, we are all targets. We're all targets because we're truth tellers, and it's a criminal state. It's a criminal state enforcing a tyrannical regime of totalitarian control from technocratic elites. That's the system we're supposed to live in and be happy and be content with indefinitely into the future. Well, when the people wake up and realise that's what it is, that's the system, and that's what democracy amounts to, there will be civil war.